Colleagues, I have a hard time imagining or dreaming that we are here. I never thought I'd see the other side of the aisle take up a living wage increase or paid sick leave. I never thought I'd be so disappointed in seeing those taken up as well. But a vote for these initiatives, unfortunately, is not a vote for workers. It's a vote only to allow my Republican colleagues to make whatever changes they please behind closed doors once no one is looking. To strip from the voters their power at the ballot box. Because if you truly supported workers and actually wanted to see fairer wages and paid sick time in our workforce, we wouldn't be voting on this at all. You wouldn't be pulling out all stops to try to prevent this initiative from being on the ballot. You let the people decide for themselves in November. Adopting this measure today is nothing more than a classic bait and switch, a trick on the voters here in Michigan, an attack on our democracy. My colleagues on the other side of the aisle want to appear to be on the side of Michigan workers, baiting voters with an initiative they know their constituents strongly support. But on November 7th, as soon as their constituents aren't looking, this will be swapped out for something much, much worse. And you don't even have the respect, the common decency to the voters that sent you here to tell them what you will pass. The basic respect for the citizens to tell them what the next plan is. You are ignoring that today. I don't know who you all think you're fooling, but it's not this side of the aisle, and it's certainly not the voters. Your constituents know you don't support Michigan workers, and you have the record to prove it. From right to work to attack on pensions and public employees, this legislature has taken every opportunity to attack Michigan workers. Need I remind you, the last time we met, this body voted to cut the wages of Michigan workers by repealing prevailing wage. Do you really believe that we all believe that you went back to your districts over the summer and somehow decided that you changed your mind that Michigan workers finally deserve a living wage? Do you really think that the voters are that stupid, that we are that stupid? On top of that, this legislature has had several opportunities to take up paid sick leave. There is a bill in your committees right now, but each time the majority has declined. If you didn't support Michigan working men and women then, why should we believe that you'll support them now? The people of Michigan have absolutely no reason to trust the Republican legislatures have their interest at heart by adopting this legislation. Adopting this legislation would mean passing a bill without even knowing what's in it. I can't vote for a bill that promises Michigan workers higher wages, promises paid sick leave, knowing full well that your plan is to steal it away. I have seen the comments from my good senators from the 16th and 30th district. We know what the plan is. We know that the plan is to pass this now and to later on come up with a different proposal or to amend it later. And what I would ask from my colleagues is to take this off the board now, to slow this process down, and to, at the very least, tell the citizens, tell us, tell everyone in this room what the plan is to amend it after. That's all I'm asking. So we know what is on the table, so the citizens know what is on the table. That is the basic level of respect for your colleagues in this chamber and the basic level of respect for the voters and the citizens of this state who deserve to have a right to know about what we're voting on today. We cannot wait to November. We cannot wait till after the elections. They must know your plan now. I would ask my colleagues to please vote no. You have no idea what you'll be asked to vote yes for in November. And if they've told you, please tell your voters. Please tell your own constituents. If they've handed you a plan, you do not work for the Michigan Chamber of Commerce. You do not work for the other interests in the state. You work for the people. You have a responsibility to tell them what your plan is. And until you do so, until you are willing to lay that plan in front of the public, I ask you to vote no on this proposal. Do not let the citizens of this state be tricked. Do not take their democracy away. I ask you to vote no on both of these initiatives. Sadly, very sadly, but I ask you to vote no. Thank you.